Yo, what up YouTubers, it's your boy AlteredTech, and if this is your first time in my channel, welcome to the channel, and hit that subscribe button if you have yet to subscribe. Now, as many of you guys and girls may have known, I was at the Samsung A37 event yesterday in New York City, and I did get my hands on the Galaxy S10e, the S10 Plus, and the S10. So in this video, I'm going to give you my first impressions of the Galaxy S10e. So first off, let's go ahead and talk about the design. So for the design, I'll talk about the feel and how it actually looks. And then I'll go ahead and talk about the specs, and from there I'll talk about the features and the cameras, and then finally the price, and should you go ahead and upgrade, or should you go ahead and switch from iOS or some other device. Alright, so first off, let's go ahead and talk about the design. Now, number one, it is compact, and if I had to compare it with something else, it definitely feels like the iPhone X in my hand, but just a little bit bigger. And the screen to body ratio is just ridiculous. It's like the best I've ever seen. And one thing to add as well is that the edges are less curved than the Galaxy S9, and being that it's less curved, it's also a lot easier to hold and it feels a lot more firm in your hand. Now for the model I tested, it was a blue color and it's pretty damn good. It kind of reminds me of the Atlantic Ocean. It's like a nice deep dark blue, not too dark and not too bright. And as for the button layout, it's pretty similar to the Galaxy S9, but there is one difference. Well, for the left you do have the volume button, and underneath it you have the Bixby button, but the only difference now is that on the right side you do have a power button with a built-in fingerprint reader. Now here's something else I should point out. Now the sides of the device, it feels pretty smooth, but it feels a lot less premium than what you would find on the Galaxy 10 and the S10 Plus. Now I'm guessing since this phone costs less than the S10 and the S10 Plus, some of the build materials might not be on par with what you would find on the S10 and S10 Plus. And for the record, that selfie cutout, that pinhole, whatever you want to call it, is not really an issue, but it might be an issue for some games where you have maybe a heads-up display right where the selfie cutout is located at. But overall, when I'm watching YouTube videos, it's not an issue because once you turn on YouTube, the screen actually conforms into a smaller rectangle, so that selfie cutout is not visible. So let's go ahead and talk about the specs. Now you are getting a 5-inch, I believe it's a Super AMOLED display, and it has a 520 ppi pixels per inch, and it is Quad HD. Now as for the weight, it's about 150 grams and it feels pretty light. Now unlike the Galaxy S9 where you had one shooter on the back, on this device you have two shooters on the back, a 60 megapixel standard shooter with a 77-degree field of view, and a 12 megapixel shooter with a ultra wide camera lens with a 123-degree field of view. As for the selfie camera, you do have a 10 megapixel shooter with a wide shot available, and it also has a live focus feature, so you can change the focusing or background focusing and apply some cool effects. As for the processor, you have a Snapdragon 855. As for storage, you have two options, the 128GB model or the 256GB model. As for the RAM, you do get an upgrade as well. You can either choose between the 6 or 8GB version. And as for the battery, I wish it was a little bit more bigger, especially since we do have that wireless power share feature. The battery is about 3,100 milliamp hours. Now this also can record in HDR10 Plus, which is pretty impressive, and it does have a headphone jack. When I actually took the phone and actually looked at the bottom, quite honestly I was prepared to not find a headphone jack on this device, but you know, lo and behold, there was a headphone jack and I was very happy to see it. This also comes with the Samsung One UI, and I am mentioning this because I do have the Galaxy S9, which is a 2018 flagship device, and it's still rocking Android Oreo. Now as for the price, it is about $749, and should you upgrade from the S9 like me, number one, I would say get the S10 or the S10 Plus if battery life isn't important. Now I do have to say this about Samsung devices. Their prices usually drops drastically over the course of time. So yeah, it's high right now, but over time the prices drop pretty much by Black Friday, and you can get a good deal by Black Friday or even around Christmas time. Now for trade-in deals, we do have some nice trade-in deals right now with Samsung, and the thing about this device is that you don't have that ultrasonic fingerprint reader, which is a shame, but you know, you still have that side fingerprint reader, which isn't too bad as well. Alright, so that's it for my first impressions of the Galaxy S10e. Let me know what you guys and girls think on the comment section. Are you going to be buying this? Now while I was there, I was actually conversing with other Samsung fans, and we pretty much, you know, made a bet that this device would outsell the S10 and the S10 Plus pretty much because of price, and it pretty much has all the basic things that you would want. So are you going to be one of those, or are you going to get the S10 or the S10 Plus? Please leave a comment below and let me know what you guys and girls think. This is AlteredTech signing out. Now I do have to make 2 more videos, and that's going to be my first impressions of the Galaxy S10 and the S10 Plus. So be sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification icon so you get notified when that video is released. Now I am doing a giveaway for the Moto G6 Play, courtesy of AlteredTech. All you gotta do is subscribe to my Twitter account, Instagram account, YouTube account, and follow the directions on the Moto G6 giveaway play video. The instructions is located on the description. Now for this video, the video game character is going to be Pac-Man. This is AlteredTech signing out. I'll see you all in my next video. Hope you guys have a great and wonderful Thursday. Be safe, stay warm. Peace.